YouTube crew, what is going on, and welcome back to another video. Now today we're going to be talking about how to win more gunfights in Rebirth. What are some things that we can do to start winning more 1v1s, especially those 50-50 situations? How can we tip the scale in our favor when it comes to 50-50 situations? Let's get into it. So the format for today's video is going to be very simple. I'm going to spend about 2 minutes or so going over 3 tips that will allow you to win more gunfights while rolling some gameplay in the background. Then I am jumping into a modified gameplay breakdown. It's a 17 kill game in a 1.24 average KD lobby, super sweaty. And I took out a lot of it. I took out the rotations and everything so that we can strictly focus on the kills. How do I win my 1v1 situations? Now, the first thing that I need you to understand is that 1v1s are the basis for everything. If you want to start 1v2ing, 1v3ing, and 1v4ing, you have to figure out how to win your 1v1s and really focus on getting kills without taking a lot of damage. So tip number 1, let's go ahead and get the obvious one out of the way here to start off. The most important thing to winning 1v1s in 50-50 situations is your aim, and not just hitting shots, hitting high damage areas, hitting chest shots and headshots. Any shot that you miss is a window of opportunity for your opponent to win that 1v1 situation. And you can lose a 1v1 or a 50-50 when you both start shooting at the same time, you both fire the same number of bullets, but they hit a few more chest and headshots, they win that gunfight. So aim is the most crucial component to winning 1v1s and 50-50s. If you need to work on your aim, I'm going to leave you a video down in the description below that you can check out after this one to really improve on that. One more quick thing that I want to add about aim here. When we start talking about having success in 1v2, 1v3, and 1v4 situations, so much of it is about getting kills without taking damage. And what I think happens a lot of times for people is you find somebody, right? You are approaching that situation. Instead of just absolutely melting the first person, hitting all chest and headshots, and that person goes down and gets thirsted before they even know what happens. I think what happens for a lot of people is you hit limb shots, you miss a few shots, and now you take a little bit of damage, and now you're at a disadvantage in that 1v2, 1v3, or 1v4. So we need to be able to get kills without taking damage. Absolutely melt people before they even know what happens. Now, tip number 2, basic movement. I'm not talking about fancy stuff here like bunny hopping. I am talking about strafing and jumping while shooting. Very simple movements that you can do that will make you a harder target to hit and force your enemy to track you. If your enemy doesn't track you well while you're strafing or jumping, they are going to be hitting arm shots and leg shots, which are low damage areas. That's going to give you a huge advantage in the gunfight. Last up, tip number 3. Anticipation. Now, number 1 and number 2 are pretty obvious, but I cannot stress the importance of number 3 enough. The TTK in Rebirth is so fast, so being ready for people and getting that first shot off is going to give you a huge advantage when it comes to getting more kills, taking less damage, and winning more gunfights, especially in sweaty lobbies where people don't miss shots. Now, if you know where somebody is based on the minimap, as you are approaching that person, I want you to be ready to shoot. I want you to go in and approach that as if you've already seen that person. You know exactly where that person is, as opposed to what most people do, which is they see somebody on the minimap as they're approaching, they turn the corner and they go, oh my gosh, that person is actually there, and then they start shooting, which is too late. Now you're in a 50-50 situation. Anticipating well can sometimes keep you out of 50-50 situations because of how fast the TTK is. You can break somebody before they even know that you are there and before they can even start shooting. So let's get into the breakdown now. Before we jump into the gameplay breakdown here, and I'm actually going to give you a bonus tip during the gameplay breakdown, I just wanted to quickly say that my whole goal is to simply help you become a better Rebirth player. I took my KD from a 0.7 to over a 4 KD, so I really know what it takes to actually get better Rebirth. If you're looking to get better, just consider hitting that subscribe button down below so that my content gets pushed to you a little bit more. And I do videos every single day, so if you want to know when I post, make sure you join that Noti gang and turn on that notification bell. Okay, so let's go to jump into this gameplay breakdown right here. And as I mentioned, I took out a lot of this gameplay. I took out the rotations and me trying to find people. We are only focused on these 17 kills that I got this game, specifically looking at how do I use my aim, movement, and anticipation to win my 1v1 fights, to get kills without taking damage. Now, to kick this off here, we have UAV up. I see that there's one on my level, and of course, this dot over here. We do have loadout. Now, a little bonus tip for you here is centering your crosshairs. Centering is a crucial form of anticipation. As I turn this corner, because I know he's over here, I'm going to center my crosshairs where I think he's going to be. And right here, this is a slight micro adjustment, and then I hit all of my shots. which is why I don't take any damage here. If I miss shots there, it changes the game completely, but I'm going to go ahead and push up, get the thirst, and I notice this guy in the corner. Now, I decide to rechow this, and the reason that I win this 50-50 situation is because of my movement and my aim. I'm able to kind of jump around and break his camera a little bit, which opens the window for me to hit shots and get that down there. Now, he does have self-revive. I'm going to go ahead and rotate around. I don't talk about this kill, or we're not going to talk about that kill because it's kind of a long range. It's not really a 1v1 situation, but this guy down below me just self-revived, and I know he's kind of in the corner right up this way because I heard him running. So as I jump down here, watch how I anticipate, and then I hit all of my shots, and I don't take any damage. So I'm going to anticipate him in the corner. I hit a little extra jump there with the bunny hop. Again, not necessary, but that jump helps. Dude, and I hit all of my shots there, which allows me to get that kill without taking damage. Now we're going to go ahead and rotate over here. I'm going to see this guy right here, and I'm just going to go ahead and send it, and I hit so many shots. This is where, because I anticipate him, and yes, like, he doesn't shoot back because he has no idea that I'm there, but I'm ready, and I hit a bunch of shots there, and I'm able to get that kill. Now I'm going to go ahead and push up here, and I actually get really good COD timing because I catch this guy. Ooh, look at my fingers right there. Okay, then. I get really good COD timing because I see this guy right here, but the gondola is going to scoot right in front of him. And then what's going to happen is I'm going to use my aim and just hit all of my shots. If I miss shots there, I have less than one plate left. If I miss shots there, there is a chance that I lose that 50-50 situation. Now I'm going to go ahead and challenge this guy to the right. I see him. I'm going to switch to my secondary. And as I turn the corner, again, look at the centering and anticipation. I'm already ADS'd, ready to shoot this guy. And then I hit all of my shots there. I'm able to get the team wipe. So right there, you see a lot of all three of them anticipating well, using my aim, using my movement. Now let's talk about the situation right here. I'm going to anticipate the guy to the left, trying to see where he went. There's a ghosting guy behind me. Nothing I can do about that really, but I play fast and I'm able to rotate. I catch him jumping right here. You can see him right here. So as I turn this corner to go challenge him, again, pay attention to how I center my crosshairs. I jump peek the corner. I don't slow peek the corner. I jump peek the corner, and then I hit all of my shots. I'm not full plates here, and he is, but I'm still going to win this. Jump peek the corner, anticipate, hit all of my shots, mix in some upper torso, and I'm half health here, but I win that 50-50 because, again, my anticipation, my movement, and hitting shots. Now, I want in on this. I'm going to anticipate this guy down kind of lane, and I catch this one right there. So I'm going to push all the way around, right? I'm going to go ahead. I over-center here, actually, a little bit, but I'm still anticipating. I'm still ready. I'm able to tag him a little bit, and then I'm actually going to go meet him on the right side. I don't just chase him, right? I find a different angle to take him. He's trying to run away. I get the down. I get the thirst. Now, we're going to go and push down here. There were a bunch of teams fighting down here, so I kind of want in on the action, but I want to play it smart. Little bit of trigger patience here, and watch how I just hit all upper torso shots here, and I'm able to win this because of my aim. I just perfectly track, and I notice there's a second guy right there. So as I turn this corner, again, notice the centering. The centering is right where I anticipate that second guy to be. Now, the moment I don't see him, I'm going to go in and pull back, and I'm ready to shoot right there, right? That's where I talk about being ready to shoot. So I'm ready to shoot right there. The moment he's not there, then I pull back and replay. We got 9 kills. Now, we're going to push up here. This is one of my favorite because notice this guy's straight down lane. This guy's straight down lane right here. So as I turn this corner, I'm going to center and anticipate with the AK. I'm going to center and anticipate that side. I'm going to center and anticipate back again. And now I catch him rotating left. This guy, by the way, has a 2-point-something KD, I believe. So you're going to see how this plays out and why it's so important to do these 3 things in sweaty lobbies. So as I turn the corner, I'm centering again. I don't see him.
Where's this guy?
I'm centering.
Don't understand.
No, it's funny, right, buddy?
Perfectly centered on him. Now, as I hit this play button, what you're going to see is I'm going to quickly break him with my aim. He's going to move very well. He's going to move out of my crosshairs and challenge me. But because I broke him, he is not able to get the down. I win this 50-50 because I anticipate well, I hit shots early, and you're going to see exactly how that happens. I hit shots, I break him, so he moves really well. I'm broken now. I'm starting to go into low health. But because I broke him, because I anticipated and hit shots early, I win that 50-50 situation. If you take damage early or if you don't break him, you may lose that 50-50. Now, as we push over here, I'm going to catch one right up top, right? It's kind of sliding right here. And the reason I just want to show this, he doesn't shoot back or anything, but if I don't hit all of my shots there, there's a chance he gets away and I don't get that down and get that thirst. Now, I'm going to try to get this thirst here just to get a sense of where his teammates are, and we're going to talk about a really bad situation that I get put in. Boom. This guy's straight down lane. I've got my MP40 out, which is not the ideal gun, obviously, to have in this situation. I would love to have my AK out. That would have made this much easier, but I have the MP40 out. So I'm going to have to challenge. I win this because of my aim, and because of my movement. Watch how not only am I jumping up and down, I'm also jumping left, which makes it tougher, and I hit all of my shots here. Jumping left, and I end up getting the down because of the incendiary rounds around the corner.
All the way back there.
I end up getting a kill here, although I'm not totally sure which one it is, whether it's the first guy or the second guy. I'm going to rotate around, and now I get the second kill. Now, as we talk about it here, there's a guy right to my right that you're going to see. Right there. So I center this well. I anticipate well. I miss shots. I lose this 50. We actually trade. We down each other here because of my incendiary rounds. But I lose this 50-50. And I do have self-revive, so I end up getting up. But I lose this 50-50 because I miss shots. That's it. He moves well. This is where I talk about watch how he moves and watch how it forces me to track, and I don't track well. So he's moving to the right there. I don't quite track as well as I should. I'm able to get the down after the fact. Another team gets the thirst, and I end up self-reviving here. We have 13 kills. Now, right here, this next kill is going to be one of my favorite because this goes to show what happens when you don't anticipate well. Now, I hear one pushing up behind me. Now, this guy is just full sending me. I think he knows that I'm pushing up the stairs, and he doesn't anticipate this. So as he turns this corner, he is not ready for me. Meanwhile, I am, and this is the advantage and the problem. This is the advantage to anticipation, and the problem with not anticipating is I'm able to break him before he starts doing damage. So he does a little over 1 plate of damage simply because he does not anticipate me and he's not ready for me. That's the TTK in Rebirth right now. You have to anticipate enemies. Now, I don't know why I heartbeated there, but as I push up here, I see this guy right here, and I just hit all of my shots. That's not a 50-50 situation. That's not one where somebody shoots back. But when I talk about putting yourself in 1v2, 1v3, and 1v4 situations, being able to get that first down clean, hitting all of my shots, getting that down right there is crucial to success as you start to 1v2, 1v3, and 1v4. Because you don't want to take damage, and you don't want to leave people up unless you have, unless you can't do anything else about it. Now, as we push over here, I'm going to go ahead and push in. I just show this kill because it's a good one to show. He rotates right. We're going to keep anticipating well. I get the break. I get the down. Preds gets the thirst. Now, for our last kill here, I want to talk about this. I know that there's people in living quarters here. So I'm going to anticipate, be ready for him. I'm going to switch. I see him. I can't get a shot. Trigger patience right here. Trigger patience. I'm going to go anticipate and center on the right window. And then now I see him on the left one. So I jump and I actually shoot and I'm able to get the down. Unfortunately, I get sniped from security. A few more things happen there, security, and I end up getting revived. We end up dying in living quarters. But there you really see how I use my aim, movement, and anticipation to get kills without taking damage and win my 50-50s and win my 1v1. So start to do those 3 things. Hope you found today's video helpful. Let's get better today, and I will see you tomorrow.